Yeah, good morning, children. Welcome back as we are discussing about emerging political trends 1977 to 2000. So, in this connectivity, now let us know the new initiatives in the Rajiv Gandhi era. When he lost his mother, then he was back to the chair. And what things Rajiv Gandhi has made, we shall discuss in detail. Things what are the initiatives which was taken by Rajiv Gandhi, and how he became a young dynamic prime ministership, and in what manner he has made the thing success, that we are going to know in this in detail. So as he became unprecedented victory in the elections, what was the next step he has taken over there is that to initiate peace. Whatever the struggles up to now, whatever we have seen, but apart from that, now he started making peaceful negotiation and he settled peace in Punjab, Assam, and as well as Mizoram. Coming to the neighboring country of Sri Lanka, as when he started sending military personnel from Tamil Nadu to Sri Lanka to set back the situation, as LTTE and as well as Sri Lankan people like Sinhalese, when they are having the problem to solve such type of situation, Rajiv Gandhi has sent Indian army. That means from Tamil Nadu, he was sending the people to Lanka to solve the situation. So at this situation, what happened here, the thing is that Sri Lankan people like Sinhalese and LTTE, liberation of Tamil Tigers Elam, they are objecting why the other nations are involving in our country, and they approach to UNO, United Nations Organization, in which what was the thing, as we try to negotiate peace over there in that nation, but instead of that we lost our dynamic ruler Rajiv Gandhi. So that is what it says about Sri Lankan issue. And what else next he was talking means, how was the Indian government, in what manner the government started taking initiatives. So while he was giving on his famous speech, what he has been quoted and what he said very clearly means, as he was spending every rupee to the poor, but because of corruption, the leaders or whatever they are governing the situation, just out of 1 rupee, only 15 paise is reaching. With which what happened means, people realize that. So government is spending 1 rupee, but we are only getting 15 paise. Then what about this? Why this corruption was taking place over there in this? That was the thinking which was started to the people, and they understood very clearly that what was the message given by Rajiv Gandhi in spending of rupee. Not only that, he was started activating of all Panchayat Raj institutions to make liberalism right from villages. So village to the nation level, what he has been made, so all these institutions he has been set up. Not only that, the first budget in the year 1985, where he has been spent to computer and telecommunication, that especially knowing the technologies and as well as telecom revolution. So all these are the initiatives to introduce satellite technology. In the year 1985, he has taken a bold step to make people to get all such type of telecommunication revolution, people to make usage of like computers and telephone, and various people operating over there in this telephone exchange. All these are the things with which he became a great young, a dynamic prime minister, so Rajiv Gandhi. So all these are the things with which are initiated only there in the time of Rajiv Gandhi. That's what it says about initiatives of Rajiv Gandhi. Coming to the next, rise of communalism and corruption in high places. What is communalism means? A communal holocaust or a tension between based upon religious factor, like crusades, like making a major problematic only based towards the religious what we call that as communalism, or a disturbance among the religion based, that is what we call communalism. And corruption in the sense nothing but things doing in a false manner, things doing in a wrong manner, or doing the scam through illegal money. So that is what we call corruption. So here these are the various types of the cases are there. Now let us discuss all these cases one after another. The first case is related to one in the year 1985, that is related to Shabano, a Muslim woman. So what was her appeal? What she was made file over there in Supreme Court regarding Shabano, as she was divorced with her ex-husband and she is demanding that to pay all the maintenance charges towards the ex-husband. That means the ex-husband have to pay maintenance charges to Shabano. And this is the case when it was appealed over there in Supreme Court. Then most of the religious head of the Muslim community, like elderly people of that religion, they sat together and they started discussing how it is possible to pay when she was divorced. And this case became very serious in the year 1986. The Supreme Court has given a judgment. So whatever the appeal which was appealed by Shabano, for that the Supreme Court is not yet accepted, but after listening or hearing such type of case related to Shabano, then they decided to pay just only for 3 months maintenance after the divorce, with the notice of the religious head and all the people, and that was the decision which was made and that was successful over there related to Shabano case. That is in the year 1985, and this is the settlement which they made in the year 1986 to pay from ex-husband as only for maintenance purpose. That is the case. The very next, what we called Dr. Manmohan Singh, the Prime Minister apology. As we have already seen about the Punjab agitation, things whatever they have been made, like it is a holocaust and a tension which was created over there in Punjab, Delhi. So based upon such type of situation, as Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh being a Sikh, though he is a Prime Minister, he was bowing and asking apology. So what it means such type of tension should not be created in future. In anticipation, he don't want to see such type of a religious holocaust or based upon one particular state like Khalistan, what the Sikh people are demanding. So based on behalf of that situation, he is the person going over there and he was asking for the entire country to apologize. So that should not be repeated in future. That is what next, what we call regarding a Prime Minister apology. And coming to the next, what we call Lord Rama in Ayodhya. This is just like a communal tension between Hindus and Muslims. As what was the problem created over here in Ayodhya, where the temple was there related to Hindus, like Rama Mandir which was built, and very just adjacent to that a masjid or a mosque which was built over there, and the people of Hindus, they started putting off crowbar, and that made a communal tension between Hindus and Muslims. So this became very serious among the two groups of people, where it was taken part in Ayodhya, but which was widespread through entire nation, entire country. So after this, what was the decision given by the Supreme Court is that both will be there the same, like as per the daily prayers of given for the Muslims, they can go and offer their prayers, and whereas the other time the Hindu people, they can go over there and they can worship. So making these two parallel of these two, like Hindus and Muslim, to make such type of tension free from such type of situation. But recently, what was the thing which was happened means, as this is eliminated now, the part which was divided equally for both Previously even we used to call Black Day, but now these are the things eliminated. Now people are happy, they have their own mosque, they have their own temple, like Hindu Muslim living together. That was the initiative, the present Prime Minister, what he has been initiated to build up, like Lord Rama in Ayodhya. So that was the thing which was concluded. Next, what was the next here? Political and non-political leadership. With coming with new ideology, what are the problems here? Especially the farmers are demanding only the main important thing. What does that mean? Minimum support price. So this is what the people are expecting. And here in various regions like Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, the leadership being over there, Mahendra Singh Tikhayat, and there in Maharashtra, Sharad Joshi. So these are the two people in which what the need and requirement of the people means, as they are asking minimum support price, where whatever the farmers are able to cultivate, that the government should purchase with the minimum support price. That was the main thing which was seen over here. Not only that, movements of Adivasis, like the forest area which they started building of dams and as well as mines, and these are the things where people are making to be protest. So that is one more issue. And religious feeling, like making only through a support of election campaign. These are the two what they have been taken consideration, like Hindus and Muslim. So this is one more what we have seen about the election support, in which these are the religious feeling which they have been made. And one more issue which was coming about the Sweden manufacturers of guns were being supported to Indian National Army, nothing but for our army of our nation. When they started supplying here, this issue that was regarding VP Singh issue, what they have been sentenced as corrupted things. But there was a plan of the election campaign for non-congress, next elections held in 1989. So what I mean to say is that they made such type of complaint against VP Singh regarding this corruption, but they are unable to prove that. So that was the case which was terminated. So that what this says here, all these are the things which has been seen, that are what it describes regarding the one, like rise of communalism and corruption in high places. Okay, after coming to the next, the era of coalition politics. The first coalition government was led by VP Singh, Vishwanath Pratap Singh, with introducing of one Janata Dal. So making the support of all the parties to form as a strong nation at the central or state, uniting and supporting to one to form as one what we call coalition. In this BJP, like what we call National Democratic Alliance, nothing but what we call NDA, and Congress like United Progressive Alliance called UPA. So 1989, all the governments formed at national level. These things which became very significant in 1990s. The very important thing, what are the changes which we have seen in the post-independent India, that all what it says about the one called the era of coalition politics. So these are the two things what you have to notice. BJP like NDA, Congress, UPA. NDA is nothing but National Democratic Alliance, and UPA is nothing but United Progressive Alliance, UPA. Next, the left front government in West Bengal. So what was the problem here, especially related to West Bengal? The innocent farmers, as we know that Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, being the farmer struggle was there in this West Bengal, and there and then Jyoti Basu from CPM, Communist Party of Marxist, what is his idea? He has been started introducing in June 1978 the program called Operation Barga. So before Operation Barga, what was the situation system means? Peasants, like a small farmers, they used to suffer a lot under the landlords. And these people, they have to work under the landlords, and at the same time these people have to work their residence of the landlords, and they are collected high taxes, even crop failure or crop success, there doesn't matter. Landlord's ideology is only to collect the tax. So at that circumstances, the farmers, they are unable to repay whatever the amount which they have been borrowed or taken from landlords, and most of the peasants became debts and they don't have any proper records. So like how the people are there means like a bonded labor, slavery life where the people are leading under the landlords. So to eliminate such type of problems and land to the tiller, whoever they cultivate the land to the tiller with that intention, like the actual owner should enjoy the ownership. So with that intention here the Jyoti Basu introduced Operation Barga, with which what are the results means 30% rural poverty has been declined. Up to now whatever the poverty which was there more and more, with this Operation Barga scheme which was successfully, they eliminated the 30% of rural poverty. And not only that, 70% they don't have proper records. They are not at all enrolled or registered. Things like what we call like having their own passbooks. They don't have clear document related to the peasants. So everything was illegally taken by the landlords and they made the peasants to suffer a lot. These are the things with which people are free. Such type of scheme only through Operation Barga. So due to that, Jyoti Basu played a vital role or important role. Not only that, he introduced the one what we called Panchayat Raj system implementation. So that was the reason with all these schemes. Now whatever the illegal records, whatever the documents which are illegal, everything the farmers they got angry and they started a bonfire. Not only that, now they got their own records, now they have their own lands, now people are able to cultivate. This landlordism has been eliminated, land to the tiller, landless people also, most of them they are benefited getting back their lands. So all these are the schemes which were successful only with the Operation Barga, and that was the reason government repeatedly won elections till 2006, and even like CPM, Communist Party of Marxist, CPI, Communist Party of India, and Bharatiya Janata Party, all the parties they have made as a supporting one for making such type of Operation Barga successful over there in one what we call West Bengal. That was the reason Jyoti Basu till 2006 he was only a victorious person, making and understanding the problem of farmer, and that was a great victory over there in this what it says regarding the left front government in West Bengal. Coming to the next, what we are talking about, political concerns in the last decade of the 20th century to liberalize its economy, especially like countries whether developing or developed, what will be their ideology, what will be the better and the best means only to make liberalization. How we can make liberalization, like when we have larger scale industries making the economy to be transferred and to get employment opportunities to the people. So for that flow of foreign capital and goods into India, so like in one or the other way people have to get employment, that is the source as we make the production, and then we can have exports and imports, nothing but marketing, trade. So all these are the things like what we are seeing the changes, religious nationalism and communal political became important feature of our political life. So all these are only the things how it turned towards the decade in the 20th century, that all what it describes. And what next is nothing but extension of constitutional privileges. So in this regard, the Janata Dal government has introduced the one what we call from backward communities to uplift. So in this connectivity, the National Front government resurrected the Mandal Commission report. In these, what was the main important things? Means like VP Singh, what he has been made the one important decision to grant 27% reservation for OBC, other backward caste, and there in this connectivity, these are only the things with which they have been considered, and that in the year 1992, according to 73rd Amendment, local self-government towards the village, and 74th Amendment, the development which have to be take place in towns and cities. All these are the things which they started extending. So that all what it comes under the one what we call extension of constitutional privileges under the Janata Dal government. But here the thing what you have to understand here, when VP Singh government has introduced 27 percentage for other backward caste. Most of the other castes, they have raised objection. What was the objection? Means only 27% for OBC. What about other caste? And the other caste also, they started demanding, we do need such type of reservation in all aspects. What VP Singh government has initiated. So with which what happened means the opposition which became very strong. So due to that, whatever the VP Singh government has initiated this is unable to make successful, and that was the thing which was ended. That comes under the one what we call extension of constitutional privileges. Use of religion and politics. So how the BJP came to power with introducing of word what we call nationalism. Uniting the nation together is called nationalism. Uniting the nation. To unite the nation together, nothing but what we call nationalism. So here, Bharatiya Janata Party made a debate on the nature of secularism. As we all know that secularism intention is that to show equality of all religions, whether it's Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikh, Parsi or any other, to make the equality status. Here the one word what we make usage called secularism. So in this, in the year 1984, the Lok Sabha elections when it was held, just they have secured only 2 seats. But whereas the Ayodhya case or the Ayodhya issue in the year 1999, when LK Advani made a BJP Radayatra, with which it became more popular. Popularity has enhanced or grown up, and everyone supported that. Yes, it is absolutely supporting for the Hinduism or Hindu mythology. In that connectivity, most of the people, they welcomed LK Advani to make such type of BJP formation. So that was the reason. Within no time, in the year 1992, it has enhanced to 120 seats. So here what was the thing we have to understand here? Like in the initial stage, just it is securing only 2 seats, but in the year 1992, it has enhanced to 120 Lok Sabha seats. That is only because of the Ayodhya issue, with which the people, they started saying this is unfair of secularism. But one or the other way, what was the thing that they made clear clarity is that this is not related to any communal tension, just only showing the equality of secularism, whether Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jainism, Buddhism, all should be treated equally. With that intention, they supported and they made a success over there in securing of 120 Lok Sabha seats. These are related to a nationalism fabric in which how it has been turned. Not only that, one more incident, as we have already known, Rajiv Gandhi assassinated by LTT, liberation of Tamil Tigers Elam. That was one more thing what we can say, the government of Congress has fell down. So that like in central government, the Congress was not so strong, and that is also one advantage for the BJP to form. Not only that, Ayodhya case which destroyed the mosque. So this is one more communal tension, like communalism. So all these are the things which sparked over there, the spark of widespread to protest communal rights, and there were many people were killed. So such type of incidents, all these are the things which took part over there. As we know that use of religion and politics, there is no religious symbol in politics according to our constitution, what it makes us clear. So what it says means it's only a part and parcel of India, either Hindu, Muslim, Christian, all should be treated equally. With that intention only what they have been expressed. But the only demerit is that the other opposition was not so strong, and taking the advantage right from 2 to 120 seats, it has enhanced and it has been made perfect. So that all what it says about how the Bharatiya Janata Party came into power, and that what has successful, and the currently situation also which was the leading and ruling of recently the 4 states what we have seen with the highest majority, where these all are the success of the party what it's said to be known as BJP, like Bharatiya Janata Party. And what was the conclusion of this topic? To make one economic liberalization. So here in the year 1991, VP Singh government felt serious economic crisis. What was the crisis here means, like whatever the loan which we have taken from World Bank, that should be repaid, repaying of loans, and whatever the reserves which we have taken of foreign economy or foreign currency, like whenever we take the loan we have to repay that, and when we are failure in repaying, people will not be accepted. So all these are the things with which what they have started making clarity in 1991 regarding VP Singh government, which felt very serious regarding this economic crisis. And immediately to solve that situation, PV Narasimha Rao was formed, and here what are the decision, what things he has been made, especially to have this stringent condition, nothing but structural adjustment program, what he was trying to make with IMF in the sense nothing but International Monetary Fund. So what things he has been made here, especially drastic reduction in what to cut off subsidies to farmers and expenditure on public services and health, and reduction of tax on imports of foreign goods. So all these are only the reducing restriction even in foreign investment in India. So what is the point here you have to understand means, whatever the debts which are there, to recover, to repay that, these are the drastic decision which was taken by PV Narasimha Rao with support of IMF, International Monetary Fund. So all these are only to make liberalization. So in this connectivity, started opening of things which are related like telephone, banking, airlines, etc. So up to now, like public amenities which are related to education, health and transport, which are there under the public, but now there is a scope, there is a chance to turn towards privatization. So that was the situation, how these private service providers have to be controlled, in what manner the economy should be balanced, liberalizing that. So like over expenditure, whether it is surplus or deficit. So these two calculation which became a big task to PV Narasimha Rao, how to solve that situation. So all these are the things in which what our country has faced a lot of tension towards all these, but these are only the decisions which they have been taken to control the situation. But even past 20th century, over 50 years, what was the thing which is existing here means acute poverty. We are unable, we are facing as a challenging, what is the challenging task means poverty. We are unable to eliminate the poverty. And not only that, inequalities like caste, communities and religions. So all these are only the things where they have been made of such type of religion, regions or the genders, which this became a legacy of 50 years of post-independence, that even a period of 21st century. These are the things which became very a challenging task to eliminate such type of caste, communities, like inequalities, regional wise, religion wise also the indifferences like Hindu Muslim or Muslim Christian, some variations which made region wise and religion wise. So all these are the problems what they have been made, and that all are eliminated, and that what it says here, especially how the things which are successful over there as now even which is struggling a lot to eliminate such type of the problem as existing or burning problem what we are seeing even the present scenario. So all these are the experiences of India in which what we have seen and learned emerging political trends 1977 to 2000. These are the various tasks in which India was faced, and that how the situation to solve of the problems what it faced. That what it says regarding the one economic liberalization. That was the end of the topic. Have a good day.